Emmrich, does magic ever make you feel itchy?
Where are you experiencing the sensation, Harding?
It's all over. Maybe more prickling than itchy?
Like thin sheets of lightning below the skin?
That's it.
Lyrium, activating in your blood. Does it ever last longer than a few seconds?
Way more. I wish I'd asked the Oracle about it before she turned back into a rock.
Just horrible.
There have been so many of these executions all over the city.
So, young Lord PAVUSSS joined the Shadow Dragons. What a small world we live in.
You know Dorian?
Tevinter Mage's visit, young PAVUSSS was sent over for a term by his father. Tremendous potential, but appallingly flippant towards the dead. And most other things. Look, over there.
Determination is at the shape of your will.
It's the trapped necropolis spirit. Last one.
Are you lashed by common rage? Will you fall to petty hates and break the heart and burn the soul? Whatever you are, give me my freedom if you can.
That's it. The necropolis door to the demon, the real demon these all came from, should be open.
It's time we returned home. Have I mentioned how much I love your conservatory and the lighthouse? You've done wonderful things with the plants. I'd thought their magic was dormant.
I didn't actually do anything with them. They just appeared. When I first set up, they were all dead or something. I left to go make a sandwich, and when I came back, they were everywhere.
Ah, a confluence between a shift in the Fade and your subconscious?
I'm gonna ask them, very gently, not to turn into demons and kill me.
Holding off death for yet another day, it seems.
At least, you're not going down that easy.
I told the shadows to lay low.
That's the problem with rebels. They never listen.
I'm in your debt, Neve. You too, Rook.
How did you end up in Venatori hands?
The Shadow Dragon scattered when the Venatori gained power, but I couldn't give up. With blight in my blood, I've got nothing to lose. Better to go down fighting. I thought putting down one of their commanders would help the city, but the Venatori expected me.
The Venatori plan to make a spectacle of you. I won't give them the satisfaction.
A small victory among our larger war.
So, what now? What happens to the Shadow Dragons?
I'll get word out. We'll find each other. We once started from nothing but a dream. We can do so again.
Or maybe you should rest. Haven't you done enough? The Blight?
The Blight will take me down no matter what. I'd rather take action before it does. I have to believe minrathous can survive this, and emerge stronger, better, even if I'm not here to see it. Here to remember the fallen? Allow me. The lights are magical and require a mage's touch.
A light for Hector. For Lorelei. For all Shadow Dragons.
Those we have lost. And those we may still lose.
For the fallen of Minrathous.
In the long hours of the night, when hope has abandoned me, I will see the stars and know your light remains.
May you shine bright in our memory.
Always cherished.
Never forgotten.
Funny thing about Navarra's mages. You have a lot of influence, but don't run things directly like tevinter mages.
Politicking happens nonetheless. How anyone untangles that procession of nobles and favors is beyond me.
Must be intimidating if you grew up on the poor side.
What? How did you...
You've Done well for yourself since.
However did you deduce I came from poor circumstances as a child, Neve?
You always finish your plate, always first to meals. You're covered in gold, but save all your candle stubs. You give more money than a noble would to beggars and street urchins. And you look them in the eye. A nice word, no flinching. Poor's familiar.
Not for quite some time, but yes.
Look, Emmrich, I wasn't trying to pry before about where you came from.
I don't speak of it often, but I'd never deny it. Besides, I asked about your methods. You've quite an eye for detail.
I just notice things. This girl I was sweet on in Ducktown always saved her candles like you do. I bought her a little oil lamp.
How lovely.
Didn't burn forever, but it was nice while it did. It's always warm in here, even when the fireplace is unlit.
You've sensed it then?
If the lighthouse's magic keeps the dining room cozy, I won't complain. But does it do it for anyone? Or just us?
At least you're getting closer to your answer, Harding.
After what the Oracle said, I don't know if I want to. It's scary.
The unknown always is.
But this unknown involves titans.
At least it won't be boring.
You can't tell how long a body's been dead by how cold it is.
There's too many interfering factors and variables.
So that journal I showed you.
The time of death couldn't be pinpointed based on temperature. No.
Thanks. There's a shadow dragon I want you to meet.
Ah, now here's some splendid ethereal construction, crafted by the ancient elves, as Solus did the lighthouse.
It's another of those statuettes, the memory fragments.
Conveniently placed.
Ambush!
And there it is!
A trap. That statue is a fake. But if the fade is mostly reflections of something else, the real one could be close. There. I'd say that's where we're headed. You can tell this statuette is the real thing. A memory fragment. And not just because it was very well guarded.
Questioning spirits. Does it matter how long the corpse has been a corpse?
Time is a factor, but not necessarily a limiting one.
Right. And condition?
Another factor. Are you interested in the theory?
No. The practical.
Who do you have in mind?
There's a case. I've got a lead. I'm not sure yet, but I'll get back to you.
Anytime.
All right, just tell me what you're thinking. At the chantry, Spite, you know what happened. I don't...
All right. You want to know what I'm thinking? It's less about the demon, more about the blood magic. There's something knotted up in there. And if you're waiting for me to look at you different, hate to disappoint. No, that's a lie. I enjoy it.
I think I want to say thank you, but I'm not sure.
I get that a lot.
I said hey to Manfred. He hissed at me.
That was a friendly greeting.
Huh. You sure?
They were here, but it's been a while. Fire's cold. Tracks are mostly gone. So where'd they go?
Supplies are still here, and untouched. So you'd think they'd be close.
In the ruins. I mean, probably. But something feels... Rook? Let's be careful. Very, very careful.
Right. That looks a lot like the fade tears we saw when Solus was doing his ritual.
But we can walk through these.
Is that safe?
It's the only way across, so... I hope so. Demons? And sentinels? But we always stabilize this area.
Why is a little less important than taking care of this quickly.
Right. Quickly.
Are you okay?
The Veil Jumpers definitely came through here. Ynnarl, Hamuel, Melora. Oh, pretty recently too. But there's something else. A little older and weirdly familiar. Where do I know that from? More demons! And there's a big one with them! Something's wrong with that rage.
It's more agitated than usual. Take it down and worry about the why
Got it. That rage demon. It smelled like tin. Like the aftermath of powerful magic.
So what does that mean?
It means we hurry.
Wait a minute. Is that?
Mytho. Ynnarl. Hamuel.
Bellara, you okay?
We have to stop it. Get them down.
Boris Shivan? I can't believe it. It's really you. I'd hoped you might come, but I didn't let myself believe it.
Cyrian.
Bellara? Are you all right?
You're dead.
No. No, nothing could be further from the truth. He delivered me, as he will deliver us all.
He? Who's he? Who are you talking about, Cyrian? Who saved you?
I did.
How many more of you are planning on showing up?
None. It is only myself, and I cannot yet manifest. Soon enough, though, with Cyrian's aid. I am a Norris. They call me...
A forgotten one.
Yes, well done. Forgotten, but not gone. The 6th and the 7th roam free, and the way stands clear. And I will guide our people to ascension, as the others have found, as these two will soon find.
The demons. They were the Veil Jumpers.
Shit. You're right.
Why, Cyrian? Why do that to our people? We wanted to save them, not destroy them.
I mean, they wouldn't...
Alas, a regrettable possibility, if the ritual is done wrong.
You told me it would give them strength, purity. You never said it could kill them.
I had assumed you could handle such a trifling task, Cyrian. Perhaps I chose my herald poorly. If you lack the conviction to see your people ascend...
Why, Cyrian? Why do this? Why him?
Because only he offers the truth. And is willing to help our people. That's all I've ever wanted. All we've ever wanted.
No. Not like this. Never like this. Why couldn't you stay a memory?
Come now, Cyrian. We will leave your sister to her contemplation. As well as other things.
We have to get them out.
Good idea. But how?
Working on it. Okay, I've got it. I think. If we break the artifacts on the edges, the energy flow should stop.
You sure?
No, but it's all I've got. Let's get Hamuel and Ynnarl back to camp.
Shouldn't we go after Cyrian?
He's gone. Come on, let's signal the others.
Ynnarl's still breathing. Same as Hamuel. Because of you. So Cyrian's alive. Damn. And working with a Forgotten One? You sure it was him?
I wish I wasn't. But it was him. Or close enough. Raising demons? Killing Veil Jumpers? How could he... My brother.
What was that mask he was wearing? It started glowing.
Bronze? Kind of ugly?
Yes, exactly.
An Ivanir's bond mask. Damn.
We found a few of them around Arlethan, but they were broken, or at least dormant. But with all the raw magic the gods brought back into the world, guessing that's changed things.
The mask would link to one of the gods, or a sufficiently powerful mage. Let you feel whatever they felt, mostly used to control their servants.
So Cyrian's being controlled? That isn't him?
Servant, not slave. It can't control your thoughts. You just feel what they feel. For some people, that's enough.
Well, that's deeply unsettling.
You have to stop him, no matter what.
What he did is unforgivable.
I know, Strife, but I can get through to him. I know I can.
And if you can't?
Right. Let's go.
Bellara, it seems like your brother Cyrian's mixed up with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, I still don't understand.
Well, the Grey Wardens have taught me that no one's beyond redemption.
I hope so.
You don't seem happy about your brother.
Well, sort of, but also not. It's complicated.
You thought he was dead. Now he's alive.
Which is good, that he's not dead, I mean. But it's not him. Well, it is, but he's working with Anaris. It was easier before. I could think of the good things. Now he's back and I have to, I don't know, fix him?
He's alive. That's a start.
I hope so.
So, Ilario,
Let me guess. You don't trust him either.
there's no playing with blood magic.
I know, but his family. I'll deal with it.
All right.
You like plants? Found a book full of pressed flowers.
Really? Where?
I'll show you if that stupid shelf ever floats down again.
I'd heard of archdemons before, but never one like that.
Honestly, with everything I've heard about Gillenane, I'm glad it wasn't worse. In the legends about her, she's nice. She created the Hala. She guides us to our destination. But if you read between the lines, it's, well, creepy.
Oh, good.
I'm supposed to meet someone named Stalgard? He told me to come here. He seemed nice in his message.
So you don't actually know who or what this Stalgard is?
A new friend, I hope. Stalgard?
Yes. Lace Harding, of the Inquisition.
Wait, how do you know about...
And this is the one they call Rook? De la Morte, the Crow.
So you've heard of us?
You have brought a strange assortment to our gates, Lace Harding.
Someone did their reading.
We are not as blind as Orzama wishes. We know enough.
I'm looking for someone touched by the ancients. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, she has been waiting for you. Follow, and keep your weapons ready. The roads are dark, the creatures there even more so. You are staring.
What? No.
You want to know if you can see the corruption you hear we carry?
Sorry. I shouldn't have.
A person will do almost anything to survive. That is what my people did. Become like the Darkspawn, or be destroyed by them.
Not much of a choice.
What do you mean you're like the Darkspawn?
Kal Sharok was abandoned to its fate many generations ago, when the Darkspawn first came. We lost many, some to the corruption, some by their own hand, and some found another way. Atuva Galta Satot. The stone is colder than death, as they say.
At least it smells better than the ossuary.
Not far now. Blight. It grows too quickly these days, and it feels different.
You can feel the blight?
Many from Kalsharok can, somewhat. Long story. The corruption here has its root elsewhere. Destroy it, and this growth will become vulnerable.
Destroy the source of the blight growths? We can do that.
I will stay on guard here.
Spite says there are eyes on us.
I hate fighting Darkspawn. And they're everywhere down here. What are the chances we won't see any more of them? Wait, did anyone else see that? I thought I saw someone.
Someone? Down here?
Maybe it was just a shadow. Lights cleared out. Think we can get through the door now? Let's go check with Stalgard.
You did good work. The blight growths have weakened.
So, we can keep going?
Yes. Come. Mind yourself, and show respect when you enter the sanctum.
Yes, of course. But who are we meeting?
I will let her speak for herself. But we of Kalsharok revere her deeply for being one with the stone. They say she was once from Orzammar, but she speaks very little of her past.
This space is completely free of blight.
This person I'm going to see, I think she's keeping the blight away somehow. The song, do you hear it? Coming from all around us.
There is something about it. I have never felt spite so quiet.
It feels like it's echoing through my entire being. Like I'm part of the melody, and it's calling me home.
We have arrived.
But I don't see anyone.
There. She's waiting.
Thank you for leading her here, Stalgard. They call me the Oracle.
This is how scary stories start, Harding.
It's all right. I think. I know you. Don't I?
Once I was Volta, as you were Lace, then Scout, and now something else.
All this. Is this what I am? Am I like you?
I cannot tell you what you are. Look within, and remember. Remember when the Earth was alive, and the Titans walked the land. In one voice they sang, a chorus of creation and of connection.
Isatuno. The song.
When the Titans fell, we awoke, but the melody was already lost.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
The stone sense. My magic. It's Titan magic. But why? Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatunal? What happened to the Titans?
There is something else here. It's found you. What have you done?
I didn't do anything!
Is that an angry rock? Hardly! What did you do? Please don't be wrong!
Why does everyone think this is my fault? Everyone alive?
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Me? But why?
Good question. Harding hasn't done anything bad, right?
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now. Look within for your answers. And beware.
No, wait! I have more questions.
Huh. She does that. Riddles, riddles, riddles. Oh, I'm a rock.
But those weren't answers. She gave me nothing. Come back. Make her come back.
Harding.
Ugh. It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry. We're done. Let's just get out of here. Oh, hey.
You've had a lot to deal with lately. Rock magic, the Oracle.
We barely learned anything. And why was I attacked? This was supposed to be a good thing.
One small hurdle doesn't erase what's good about this.
I just wish I knew what to do.
No matter what, we'll make sure you're safe.
How?
We watch out for you. And prepare for a fight.
You think it'll be a fight?
When is it not?
Maybe there's nothing to do now, but wait and see. I'm grateful for all your encouragement. This would be so much harder without your support.
Anytime, Harding. Anytime.
Harding left the Oracle's sanctum disappointed. Maybe she'd expected too much. Maybe there were no answers to be had. Seething with questions, she forgot the Oracle's dire warning. But far below the surface, something was moving. Determined to be seen, and fighting to be remembered.
I've met people in Tevinter who'd kill for even one of these books. At least this library's a secret.
Ah, of course.
You wrote home about it, didn't you?
Only twice.
This seems the best solution to your spite problem.
You mean your spite problem?
If he takes control, if you're no longer you, I can give you a little push into the Fade.
How thoughtful.
Pays to be prepared.
You're still working.
Just finishing some things up. You know you're being creepy, right? Why are you watching me?
Because you haven't been sleeping, and I wanted to figure out why.
Oh, right. I have dreams now. When I go to sleep, I mean.
I thought dwarves didn't dream.
We're not supposed to. I didn't before. It's unnerving. It's like my mind's telling a story to itself and is really bad at it.
Sometimes I have these dreams where I'm naked.
What?
And I have to make a speech or go to battle, and I have no pants on. It's distressing.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't had that particular dream. These days, I just dream I'm being chased, hunted. There's something that glows red, just out of my sight, and I know it's gonna get me, but I don't know how I know.
You considered having a stiff drink? Or two?
Yeah, you can keep your whiskey. Thanks for the laugh, by the way.
Anytime.
And now, I'm gonna get some sleep, and hope the dreams are safe.
Good luck.
Emmrich, if you liked someone, what would you do? To show them you like them, I mean.
Perhaps a stroll through the memorial gardens of the necropolis? Lovely flowers.
Don't, you know, spirits hang around there?
Oh, a few, certainly.
Taash, are you all right? You're limping.
I'm not.
Okay, that was an exaggeration, but you're favoring your left...
Oh, right. Yeah. Bruised toe.
Ah.
It's fine. How did you even notice? What? Were you looking at my legs?
Taash, you're twice my height. From where I stand, you're all legs.
They come together eventually.
Emmrich, what are dreams usually like?
Well, there's no usual with dreams.
But are they ever where you're in a dream with someone else and, you know...
Well, other people do frequently feature in dreams.
But what's it mean when you're together?
What do... Ah! Together.
This is all new for me.
The sleeping mind wanders. Intimate dreams are perfectly normal.
Oh, thank the ancestors.
Hey, Harding.
Whoa, legs. Taash.
Legs?
A slip of the tongue.
You're acting weird.
What? No. Really?
Yeah, like that. Weird.
I had a dream last night, and you were in it.
What was I doing?
Nothing?
Okay. What were you doing?
Nothing.
You're angry.
Huh?
The Oracle. You're angry at her.
I'm not angry at her. I just thought she'd be more helpful.
Yep. So you're angry.
I'm frustrated. It's different.
You can be angry if you want. It's okay.
I'm not. I'm really not angry, Taash.
Okay.
Behind the portcullis. That one's raising the others. We need a way through. If I get a wisp to follow me, you'll get a taste of your own medicine. There. Take it up before it raises any more dead. Those undead looked elven and ancient.
I've seen their armor on old frescoes. They fought for General Rathera, one of Solus's allies. And the gods have raised them to stop us.
Corruption. Undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible.
Oh, it's healing itself, just like before.
That means it's weakening the Fate Tear. Stay on it! That should weaken it. Yeah, it's healing again. And the tear's getting weaker. The Fate Tear and the Revenant are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just undead, there's something more.
The caretaker said something about regrets.
Solus. He left so many of his memories in the crossroads. Maybe the gods raised the worst of them as watchdogs. Makes sense. What's harder to face than your most painful memories?
So...
Yes, indeed.
elves came from spirits.
An incredible revelation of what happened thousands of years ago.
I asked Davern what he thought, and he just shrugged.
He would. I must say, of all our theories throughout the ages, no one thought ancient elves came from spirits was very likely.
Wait, the Mourn Watch knew?
Not at all. It was only one proposition amongst thousands, and not well credited.
I'll say.
You could write a paper for the Watchers, or both of us could.
What a wonderful idea. Though we'll have some difficulty citing our sources.
Right, I guess Solus's memories are technically a diary?
Hey, Davern. We gotta talk about Solus's magic memory thing.
What? Why?
Why didn't you tell me you were a spirit?
Because I'm not.
I thought we were friends.
I'm not a spirit, Taash.
Is that because people might think you're a demon?
Because I'm from Ravane. We're okay with spirits.
But apparently not with listening. I am not a spirit.
Hey, you don't have to be ashamed of who you are.
Never said I was, but thank you, Taash.
So you met a god in the flesh. How are you feeling about it?
Well, our gods, technically. It's a little weird. More than a little, but honestly, it makes things easier.
How do you mean?
Well, they're real, but also, they're pretty evil and don't seem to care much about prayers. So it's suddenly very not complicated, you know?
Whatever keeps things simple.
Zara is dead after everything she did to me. To us! It should have been my knife that finished this. Ilario denied me that.
That thing you said about Gillenane, it jogged a memory. A warden claimed he found his way under a mountain. Saw a pool that merged creatures into new, terrible forms.
Right, that matches some of the legends. They say she healed people in those pools.
That warden, his story, it could have been demons or just nightmares of a bad time, but now I wonder.
Well, we haven't found one yet, so let's hope we never do. So the legends about Gillenane, creating the Hala, healing pools, they were true, but twisted. Wonder if that's true with Elvhenan too. I really hope not.
Why's that?
Well, they say he can move the sun and the moon, which seems bad for a lot of reasons.
Oh, great. Well, powerful people claim a lot of tricks they can't pull. Here's hoping he's one of them.
I hope you're right.
So, Vorgoth.
Yes?
Quite the character.
Some abuses of magic are so cruel, the people must be reassured that transgressions will never be tolerated. Vorgoth tends to these matters.
That'd do the trick.
Greetings, Mourn Watcher. You are a long ways from Navarra.
Hail to you, child of valor. As a voice of our lightless shores, I pray your blade may never sunder.
Oh, you honor me. Few remember the old ways.
I've been learning more about the Lords of Fortune.
Have you?
What? They're our allies, and it's good to make friends.
There's not a Lord of Fortune I know who wouldn't like you.
The lights in Minrathous, the level of enchantment for such casual applications, it's a wonder.
It's a party trick.
Those outside the Imperium beg to differ. That quality and duration. I've never seen anything quite like the turquoise light in that one market. Perhaps the owner...
Don't go after the turquoise.
I'm sorry?
The owner's got the only turquoise hue in the city. You start asking around, he'll make sure you stop. Permanently.
Ah, I'll admire from afar. Neve, you're well connected in Minrathous.
I'm connected. Whether it's well connected depends on who you ask.
Of course. It's just that I'm running low on a few key reagents. Myrna's had trouble procuring them as well.
I probably know someone.
Wonderful. Thank you.
The smuggling fees might even be fair.
Neve, your notes on tevinter protection ward rituals were enlightening. Although I imagine there must be a step between initialization and overlaying the secondary wards.
Sure, but that step's a formality. You can shortcut it.
There's intrinsic mimetic value in the formality.
There's value in finishing a job quickly before the Blood Mage kills you.
Well, yes, I suppose.
If my version scares you, you should ask Bellara for hers.
You really needn't fear all this, Davrin.
It's not fear. It's just not any world I understand.
And yet, the Fade has such a powerful influence on the world you do know.
Now that part does scare me. I try not to think about it too much.
What do you do when your mother pushes on something?
Pushes?
Like chores, or studying, stuff like that.
Oh, you know, I might complain, but I know she's just looking out for me.
Huh.
If we really disagree, though, we talk about it. Why? Is there something you want to talk with your mom about?
No.
Neve, when we met, you didn't trust me.
It wasn't personal.
It was just good sense. I felt the same.
I knew it.
But I changed my mind.
Does this mean you trust me less, or you've fallen for my schemes?
Maybe I changed it too quickly.
Probably. But I changed mine, too. I read that book you lent me, Emmrich. Seemed more like poetry than spell instructions.
Well, that's the aim of the Litany of the Buried. To induce a meditation and manifestation of the soul. In practical terms, it better aligns oneself with the Fade before casting.
Well, the magic I tried afterward did flow pretty quick.
It's weird. Minrathous being full of poor people.
Everywhere's got poor people.
No, I mean... My mother told me stories about Tevinter. Made it sound like it was all rich and powerful mages.
Your mother was in PAVUSSS before she came to Ravane. Her people were at war with Tevinter. Not surprised the stories she heard had us all wealthy and decadent.
Do all the Watchers wear a small fortune in gold, Emmrich?
It's a grave dowry. Mementos to catch the eye or stir the heart.
Don't thieves go after it?
Certainly not in Navara. I did encounter bandits in the Anderfels recently, but a few minor shades put them off.
Of course.
So, Blackthorne Manor. Let's hope that necromancer working with the Venatori is around.
There's a malaise amongst the spirits here. Some form of confinement. This must be the place.
Right. So, why do we bring that?
Oh, it's essential we have the Hand of Glory.
I never saw one in action during my necropolis training.
Oh, I should hope not. The mischief a student could work with it chills the soul. The magic laid upon a Hand of Glory is complex. Whoever killed its donor left their mark.
So it'll lead us to whoever cut it off?
Precisely. Most likely the necromancer who's been helping the Venatori. It would have taken extraordinary skill to layer the involutions on this artifact. What a waste of talent.
Yes. Wasted talent is the big issue here.
I was only admiring the craftsmanship, the precision to create perfectly concentric layers of... Forbidden necromancy can twist spirits. We must find this death mage and stop whatever they've done to them. Did you notice? There are far fewer corpses here than there should be.
That residual necromancy. These weren't naturally occurring undead. Someone raised them.
It seems the necromancer we're after has kept busy.
Well, if there's a rogue necromancer here, they forgot to lock the door.
The Hand of Glory's magic points inward to the northeast.
Let's go look.
I don't like this.
These sigils. They can't be.
Definitely necromantic evocation. This would have taken weeks.
Our rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
Can you open it?
The door's seals are drawing on magic elsewhere in the manor, fueled by suffering.
Let's put an end to that and get this door open.
The Hand of Glory points to the northeast and southwest. Have you noticed anything strange about the Fade itself here?
I'd be a poor necromancer if I didn't feel all the spirits pressing.
Yes, the veil's been deliberately thinned. No! What have they done?
This looks bad.
Sacrifices, both spirit and human.
And demons. Now what?
I must free the spirit bound here.
Emmrich.
Someone's been harvesting their terror. Their souls! How dare they? What are they Come, I can sense another spirit trapped here in the mansion. Look at the door. freeing one spirit has already weakened its seals.
Halfway there.
No. Trust me, no.
I pray he believes you.
Sorry, what?
Spite asked if those self-lighting candles are good to eat. No one lives here anymore. Why?
No one knows why the Blackthornes abandoned their manor. Rumor hinted at a family tragedy. A perfect spot for our wayward necromancer to work unnoticed.
Emmrich, do you feel that?
This part of the mansion isn't pleased with having two necromancers inside of it. Perhaps we've discovered a hint of what drove away the Blackthornes. That note hints at the root of the tragedy that befell this place. Quis est ista qui uvenet? An old invocation, and dangerous.
What did it summon?
Something best not described, lest we renew its attention. Another victim.
We've got demons again.
Can you free this one, Emmrich?
I must. Ah, nicely done. What's wrong? Someone's been stealing the life, the essence of people who knew they were facing death. The effects persist, but the door we saw earlier should be unsealed.
Hope that necromancer we're after is behind it.
All the seals have been extinguished. Excellent. Let's open that door. Someone's torn a path into the Fade. It's imperative we find and stop this necromancer from keeping the Fade open.
Mierda.
The door's locked.
It's the work of that rogue necromancer. They're already blocking our path. We must find a wisp to open it. Onwards. Hand of Glory still points the way. Undead. This necromancer has brought once helpless undead into peace as soldiers.
They also found a raid.
The way won't open until we defeat them.
That's the last of them.
Undead and a demon. We must be getting close.
Our rogue necromancer knows exactly where we are. Why have they gone to such lengths to drain power from spirits? Down there. More victims.
I don't see that rogue necromancer yet.
I suspect they're nearby. Let's inspect their handiwork.
Late as always, Professor.
It can't be.
But what else would one expect from Navarra's most eminent meddler?
Johanna hezenkoss.
You've met?
Oh, the Professor and I have known each other for ages. But only one of us realized the Watchers are no place for a mage with ambition.
Hezenkoss? Weren't you censured by the Watchers after defiling a tomb for experimental—
Complete and utter lies!
Yes, the same hezenkoss. No. The stone knife in that lantern could permanently tear open the Fade here.
Correct. Only the foolhardy would shed blood near it in this state. So, Let the Watchers mourn your pathetic death in the Fade, Emmrich Volkaren. Those that are left after my return.
No. What is she planning?
Emmrich, we okay to fight?
Yes. Johanna took the lantern away.
What did hezenkoss do to that spirit?
I'll try freeing it, but I fear the worst. Nothing. The spirit, its essence, is gone. Johanna's trapped it in her lantern.
Then let's find her. There's no way out.
What do we do now?
The Fade always provides a way forward. We only need to search for it.
Then let's get looking. Candle. This wasn't here before.
Now, let me think. We're in a receptive eddy of the Fade, and since Johanna's spirit summoning has already focused its mana, do you recall the ritual we performed in the Grand Necropolis? Concentrate on that memory.
You mean when we were lighting candles?
Find some more, and we can use them to leave this place.
Here's that last candle.
Excellent. Place them on the pedestals, if you would. We drift upon the echoes of the vast, eternal dream. Let them form a new configuration. And with that,
let's get back to the real world.
we must find Johanna once we're out of here. This rift in the Fade will lie open until we deal with her.
You insufferable nuisances! How did you get out so quickly?
Where's hezenkoss's voice coming from?
The Hand of Glory resonates. It's pointing to the main hall.
Let's go.
I can feel Johanna summoning hostile spirits. That portal into the Fade won't close until we defeat them.
But we still can't attack hezenkoss herself while she's holding that lantern.
The entire countryside would be torn apart in a maelstrom.
So you crawled your way out of the Fade?
It's not difficult for those who treat spirits better than tools to an end, Johanna.
Sentimental drivel. You may have stopped my work here, but Navarra City will know its new ruler.
What? You gonna lecture us to death now?
I'll not explain myself to one of Volkaren's hangers-on, though the professor clearly avoided mentioning his old colleague in exile.
We made every attempt to bring you to reason.
I gave you every chance to join me instead of whining endlessly about your mortality. But I must thank you for returning something dear to me. Lovely to have my hand back. I'd exchanged it with the Venatori for some favors after entering this condition.
Johanna, what have you done?
What you never had the courage to.
First off, I'm not a hanger-on.
Johanna's escaped again.
What's the only why she has no eyes?
We were successful. Johanna's magic no longer changed the spirits, and the Fade is still.
Great. Okay. But let's talk back at the lighthouse.
At least we freed those spirits from their suffering. Shall we depart?
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
Gladly. Oh, The Song of the Chambers won't have anything on what Johanna's... Perhaps the Waking Scrolls? No. Manfred, have you seen the Fellmarch manuscript?
You were only alone in here for a minute after we got back.
And how little I have to show for it.
Okay, time to talk.
Johanna Hezenkoss was a watcher. She was banished for embracing the darker paths of our art. Forbidden magic, blood sacrifice, nothing is beyond her if it leads to power, recognition, or both.
Sounded like you knew her before all that.
We were friends, once.
That explains why she was tearing into you so hard.
Johanna was always a touch blunt, but things used to be better. She truly was brilliant, and we got on so well as students. We partnered on papers, rituals, research. Yet even then, Johanna considered the Watcher's oaths quaint. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths since she was exiled, but now I fear she's turned herself partly undead.
Terrible. Did she use etheric rituals or a greater conjuration to do it?
I have suspicions I may share later.
How much later?
You saw Johanna's Lantern of Unwilling Souls. A necromancer could create monstrous undead with that much stolen life.
Hezenkoss was yelling a lot about conquering Navarra City.
We must stop her, Rook. Thank you, Manfred. Quite right. The Order's knowledge will see us through.
Hezenkoss had been stopped. For now. But she had big plans for Navarra. City conquering, new ruler plans. And while she had some regrets about long-lost friendships, she knew her greatest invention was going to bring down the house.
Long night?
I'm still getting used to the dream thing.
What was your dream about?
Tomatoes. Or maybe they were apples?
At least it wasn't the one where you show up to a job naked from the waist down.
Huh. Where did you put your extra knives?
So, you're not rich? Even though you're a mage?
No. Why? You think I look it?
Your dresses are pretty.
Thanks. Little secret, my best coat was a gift. Saved a warehouse from an arsonist. The tailor was grateful. And your outfit includes more jewelry than mine.
Huh.
With Elvhenan and Gillenane being... I mean... Is it hard to...
If you ask the question, maybe I can answer it.
They're tevinter gods. Or they were. Or something. Does that bother you?
Only if they get their way.
Wine. A lot of it.
Smells like Silent Plains Paquette. A regular order for Venatori.
They were here for a while, drinking. Waiting for... what? Let's check outside. See where they went. Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as the wine inside. I think the buskers drank out here. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt? Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back. Poorly. Someone wasn't sure of themselves.
Someone saw their chance and took it. We need to find the buskers.
Hello? Who goes there?
Are you the buskers? We're here to help.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulos, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory. And then tot said ballad to every performer in town.
And that would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. Perhaps it's time we take our act on the road. This city's a lot grimmer lately. Adieu, Rook. We'll sing your praises.
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
You know how seldom watchers leave Navarra, if ever. You've already traveled more of Thedas than most of us see in a lifetime. What adventures you've had.
It just kind of seems like my life.
You don't regard anything you've done as singular? Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Save the flesh and some bones for the soil.
The memorial gardens, then? Very well. We'll still preserve your skull, of course.
Naturally.
Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
Hey, your helmet.
Yes? What of it?
I like it.
Really? I thought you might disapprove of the skull motif.
What? No, it's on fire. Skulls are fine if they're on fire. Why are the flames green?
Oh, on my helmet? Did you know certain types of alchemically treated metals produce different colors of flame?
Copper? Copper burns green.
So it does. A wonderful shade of emerald. Utterly poisonous, however. I turn to something safer. Veil fire, pulled from the Fade.
Yeah, looks good on you.
The trick? The use? The bird?
It's a word I'll not prescribe.
The breather of dragon's flame.
A gift famed across the sea, we've heard.
Across the sea? Huh.
It's quiet. That spirit we've been chasing must be waiting inside.
You ignored each warning, scoffed at every taunt. With every death, I tasted freedom. For without the door seals, I can take on a worthy form at last. Witness the greatest treasure of the dead.
It's possessed a high dragon's corpse.
Hey! Sorry. Demon! You are not a dragon! Get out of that body!
But your safety lost creatures, and how swiftly you came to plunder. Once I leave this place, I will let you change. Until I can return! No!
There. It's over.
Katadim Hira. It's out of the dragon. Her fight is over.
1,000-year banishment to the Fade. The Watchers will make note of the date.
You return. We are content.
Why are you here? What do you want?
Not now. Not yet. We will show you soon.
This just gets weirder every time.
A possessed dragon. We must find why its body was entombed here.
Audric will assist.
Of course. Let us consult our librarian friend tonight.
You have defeated a dragon.
It was a corpse, possessed by the spirit behind that sealed door.
Deepest thanks. It would have ravaged the city without your intervention.
Did you hear? With all the instability in the Fade, we've called off hirings for the time being.
Pity to any young mage just preparing to make the leap.
There's that haunting man I mentioned. The Fade.
Oh dear. It's poor Reldevar.
Those corpses were even more messed up than usual. What was that?
That was Ernest Reldevar, a scholar who attempted to delve into the deepest regions of the Fade. What's left of the unfortunate man tends to wander.
I took care of that Fade explorer.
We are greatly indebted.
He can now rest for a time.
Our collegial allies in the Fade have informed us of several undead banding together.
They have begun to seek blood.
You were holding her hand the whole time?
I'd no idea Johanna was involved when we found the Hand of Glory. Performing self-surgery. I pray she was already undead by then.
And now you've got a rogue hand on the loose causing trouble.
Well, that raises a question of independent will.
You mean, does Hezenkoss's hand have a mind of its own?
The diabolical mind that spawned it is my main worry. We'll stop Johanna. We must.
Hezenkoss, seeing the type, dangerous and damn slippery about you.
You're right. She held such promise. I only wish, but wishing for the alternative, you'd find that naive.
Can't say it changes things. Can't change that you were friends once, either. And for that, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Neve.
Lace, you grew up among humans, right? Do you believe in the Maker?
Come to think of it, I don't know anymore. But I don't think an indifferent god is better than an evil one.
Hey, what's going on with Spite?
He's throwing a tantrum. He wanted to kill Zara, but Ilario got there first.
She was mine!
Hey, no interrupting. You talk when it's your turn.
Never my turn.
It's fine. I'm dealing with it.
The Venatori stuck the two of you together? Neither of you got a say in it?
No.
That's messed up.
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the lords and I could use the sea air. So could you.
You know, that sounds quite nice.
All right then. I'll see you soon.
They said I could find you here.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Harding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So much.
Shit. Oh, shit. Hey, let's just talk. Talk to me.
I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
And if I know you, you're gonna go because people are in danger.
Absolutely.
Then so will I.
Good. That means whatever's out there better run.